Hi guys, welcome back to Cable Talks. I'm your host, Aladdin, and today we're doing a little review and a little check on the Mama Awards and whoever won these awards. I haven't really checked the Mama Awards these last couple of days. Actually, I watched a part of day one, day two. No, because I worked till late the day before, so I kind of overslept. I wasn't. I'm not gonna wake up at 8 a.m. to watch the Mama Awards, at least personally. But I saw some nominations before. I didn't do the video about the nominations because they're all made the same. They tend to be very generic. They tend to have a random hip hop artist, maybe a more underground pop artist, and then the vast majority of very famous K-pop groups. So our solo artists, obviously. So I decided to check who won these awards. There were 2 days. There was day one and there was day two. So let's start with day one. I know day one they mainly had like the fan awards and stuff like that, but let's check. So we're seeing. So Samsung Galaxy Worldwide Icon of the Year BTS. I don't know what that fuck that means. I just know that BTS has a sponsorship with Samsung, so good for them. Worldwide Fan Choice 80s. So all of these groups won pretty much, no? Or or an iPen won. I don't know. I assume all of these groups won this award, which is fine. Then favorite new artist, you have Rise and Zero Base One. Not surprising. Inspiring achievement TVXQ. I don't know what they did this year, but they probably did something cool. Galaxy Neo Flip Artist Treasure. Okay. Favorite Asian girl group. I mean, the only Asian girl group. So Kepler. And favorite Asian boy group INI. Favorite international artist Yoshiki. I don't know why Yoshiki won this year. Maybe he did a song with TXT, right? I'm pretty sure because I saw the performance, so maybe that what pushed him to actually win this year. Again, day one is never really interesting, but to be fair, I've watched a bunch of the performances. I've seen Xicker and the Kill the performance. I'm pretty sure 80s performed and Ipen performed. A bunch of the younger groups performed today, so that day. So I thought it was really interesting. Uh, but this guy says something interesting. He says, I had no idea Mama was even happening. I agree. I had no idea, personally. Uh, but we're going to talk about this after. But actually, I want to say this right now. It's true. Artist of the Year has 34 nominees, and Song is 45 nominee. I have 32 nominees, right? So, obviously, the Mama, what they're doing is Mama's famous originally, and we're talking about 2015, 2016, 2017. They used to have like 4 people for Artist of the Year, 4 or 5, maybe 8. I could be wrong, but I think it was like a very small number. A very small number for album, and a very small number for like Song of the Year, right? Obviously, boy group and girl group. The problem is that as K-pop gotten bigger, specifically, I think the influencer groups like BTS and Blackpink, specifically when they were not winning, pissed a lot of those fans off. So Mama had decided to just kind of put everyone so they can get all the fan bases and the viewership. I don't think it matters because at the end of the day, if you get the guys to just perform, I think the average K-pop fan is fine. But I think it's very interesting how they decided to kind of go that way and like almost how can I say, but like uh, trying to make everybody happy, but in the meantime, they've made no one happy in that sense. But let's take the winners. Let's take the winners of the actual real awards of 2023 for Mama. I know there's gonna be the Mnet, no, the Mnet, sorry, there's gonna be the other awards this in December. I can't remember which other awards are still here, but there's a couple of really big ones. But so let's start with Desang Award. We had Artist of the Year was New Jeans, Song of the Year New Jeans Ditto, as you see. Album of the Year 17. Let me just do this so it's better, but you guys don't see it, so I'll have to do this. Artist of the Year we have New Jeans, Song of the New Jeans Ditto, Album of the Year 17 FML, and World Icon of the Year BTS. So Artist of New Jeans, I think it's pretty deserved. Honestly, I said it. I think New Jeans is the group of the year. I don't know why Ditto won Song of the Year. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think Song of the Year this year, with almost, I would dare to say almost no question, in my opinion, has been, oh my god, for at least for New Jeans, you know. Then you can tell me, oh, I like Ditto more. Fine, but it's not the Song of the Year, in my opinion, at all. So, I don't get that. But apart from that, New Jeans deserved. Album of the Year 17 FML, I completely disagree, obviously. I wouldn't mind if New Jeans won. I would mind if I've won. Obviously, in a Riot World, XG would have won, and Twice would have won. But we're fine with 17 FML. I didn't like the project, but I think it's the first project sold over 5 million records, if I'm not mistaken, without repackages or anything. So you have to give them credit in that sense. Still, how can I say, like, why is the awards are being given for that reason or because of quality? I mean, whatever. And Worldwide Icon of the Year BTS, this is an award that has always been irrelevant and will always be irrelevant because it's the most popular group that gets it every time. Competitive awards, which I don't know what it means. You have Best Male Group 17, Best Female Group UJS. Now, I don't think the Best Male Group of 2023 was 17. At least for me personally. But when I think about the Best Male Group, it's actually hard to find one that this year I found to be spectacular. In terms of the really popular ones, I mean, you can go obviously with Stray Kids. I don't think you're wrong if you go with them. You could go with Treasure. I think you could go with. I mean, I wouldn't be for it, but you can go for NCT, right? But I thought this year from male group, specifically the first half, was so abhorrent that for the most part, it wasn't really a competition. So 17 winning, you can just accept it and move on. First Female Group Eugene, as I said, I agree with that. Best Male Artist, Jimin. Again, I think I've said this to a friend recently. I told him, Jimin, they're trying to really push him to being this super popular guy in Korea, and it's working. So let's have Jimin win this award. Female Artist, Jisoo, obviously, I don't think none of them deserve it. I think if you want to say Male Artist of the Year, it's hard, but I would say probably V for me. And I think if I look at Best Female Artist of the Year, I mean, even if I'm not the biggest fan of her more recent music, you could have BB, you could have, in a Riot World, obviously Anyeon. But I think if you want to go with super popular artists, I mean, there's her, Somi, Wasa, Jessie. It's the same 5 or 6, right? I think Jesus is fine. I'm not a fan of it, but you can accept it. Best Dance Performance Male Group 17 Super. I think that's debatable. I don't know if 17 really has still the super cool choreographies. I would say it's been a good 4 years since 17 has been that group. Best Female Group, I don't agree with New Jeans. I think XG is the group here. You can't go with anybody outside of XG. Best Dance Performance, Jesus was obviously ridiculous, but they went for it because the dance went super viral on TikTok. Best Dance Solo, 7th feature on Lato. I mean, I don't think anybody remembers the dance of that song. Best Vocal Performance Solo by Park Ji-jung, and Best Vocal Group Akmu. Okay. Best Collaboration, Jungkook 7th featuring Lato, obviously. Best New Male Artist, Zero Base One, obviously. Best Female Artist, Triple S. And this was more of a surprise because Triple S is a smaller group. But I think with female groups, they can afford it to do more because sometimes the quality is there so much that you can't really negate it. Best Host, The Planet from BTS. Best Young Music, August T People 2, which is ridiculous. I think this year, specifically for hip hop, you could have went with BY, you could have went with Woonjae, you could have went with PH1, you could have went with Mirani, you could have went with Youngji, you could have went with Dynamic Duo. Dynamic Duo had a huge song this year. So I don't understand this, but I understand because you want to get people to watch. Best Music Video, Flower, Jesus is ridiculous. I think this year, again, for me, outside of XG, maybe New Jeans and the occasional SM artists, whether it's solo or new. I think these had some pretty cool music videos, or like even Red Velvet, stuff like that. Like occasionally, like I wouldn't say like any other companies really stood out in that sense for like incredible music videos. Jesus flashes just her sitting, looking like a model in some random street in a European city and doing a simple dance. So, whatever. Other awards. I like how they call them other. But whatever. Baby Go Culture and Style Your Favorite Tortugas on this is the most popular variety show. Not surprised. Favorite New Artist Surprise. I mean, they've been out for like a month and they already won an award. Fine. Favorite Asian male group, INI. I like INI. I'm fine with this. I don't get why they're separated. I assume because INI. Let me just check. Is because they probably have Japanese members, right? If I remember correctly. And Chinese members, I think. No? But I'm like... I think Fang Fang, yeah, is Chinese, right? But I'm thinking, like, is Rise only Korean? Like, I'm actually asking, because I'm just curious, really. Let me check. Bro's name is Shotaro. He's from fucking Japan, right? So I don't get it, but whatever. Inspiring achievement, excuse you said. Galaxy, oh, you already seen this one. Favorite artist, Zero Base One. I like this. Favorite Asian female group, Kepler. I mean, they're pretty popular outside of Korea. Favorite dance performance female group, Treasure. I think this is deserved. I think favorite dance performance female group, Seraphim. I assume this is the fan vote. And honestly, I mean, this is deserved, I would say. Treasure has become the male group for dances, and the Seraphim is a female group now for dances. Favorite global performance, G-Idol and 8 this is the top 10 of the fans, and this is the most popular groups, I would say, apart from Lim Yong Wong, who's a Wong. Is this a Wong or Wong? Whatever. He's super popular in Korea, and Zero Base One is actually, as far as I know, super popular with the youth. So I get them. To be fair, TXT, BTS, I mean 80. It's just, again, guys, Stray Kids. It's only male groups, and then you have Twice because they're that much popular than everyone. Yeah, just winning a dance performance is actually hilarious. I think it's fucking funny, but like, there's no fucking way. I'm gonna see one. Let me see if I can find Mama 2023 nominees. I just need to see something, okay? Let me just check nominations. It's not nominees, it's nominations. Let me check one thing really fast. Song of the Year. I mean, look how many come on. In what world Park Jae-jung or like Paul Kim is ever gonna win? But whatever. Album of the Year. Whatever. Let's go. Best male artist, female, best group is female. Collaboration. This film. Okay, male. Who won male, by the way? It's not even said, right? Who won these ones? I know, right? Akam won best film, best solos. Park Jae-jung, right? Best collab. It was 17, right? Best dance. Male solo. Who won it? I was him. Oh. I look at this and I don't get that at all. Like, Shalala has pretty good choreography. Like Crazy as well. Rover, like, whatever. Best, this is, yeah, I don't like the song, but the dance routine is actually pretty cool. Killing Me Good has a very good, and Knock, and Flower one. Like, even I Love My Body has a better dance routine than Flower. But, I don't know if you guys were reading, I assume you were. But the point is still stands that I think this year the Mama Awards were a little bit, on a way they were objectively, you could expect New Jeans winning, you could expect BTS winning a bunch of stuff, or Blackpink members. I just think that's why I say we're stuck in the fourth generation loop forever. There's an unwillingness to keep going and to push the young people forward, unless they come from a super popular company. Then yes, we're gonna push them. We're gonna push New Jeans to win the Death Song. I think deservedly. But then we're gonna have Jisoo win Best Performance instead of Kai, because right now Kai is not as popular as it was 3 years ago, so we can't really have him win. It's a weird dynamic, I would say, for me personally. I think it's almost unhealthy, I would say. Yeah, of course people are gonna say I'm gonna kill you, whatever. I mean, classic deranged fun. The crowd is fun. Yeah, I mean, I don't care if it's popular. The dance is not good. Probably to you, she's not the best dancer, but I think she does better than you. Okay. So let's see if they say something else. I haven't anything more imaginable. Pretty much, I would say. New Jeans was robbed last year. I disagree. This is obviously a bad take. As I've said, even last year, as much as I like New Jeans, I mean, they were around for like 3 months. So why would I ever give them anything? I think this is a point that I don't agree with, where he says, why even waste people time if the same 4 people are gonna win, 4 or 5 people. I think the problem for me is the venue. People say, what do you mean? It was at the Tokyo Dome, but the venue is too big, and I think these awards needs to be in a smaller venue. Why be a 80,000 people venue when you can be, or 30, 40, 50, when you can be a 10 or an 8? And I think that creates a better atmosphere, more fun. Think about all the memorable moments used to come from awards in the past. Even though the arenas were big, they were in the Tokyo Dome, so you could actually enjoy a lot of the things. Now the guys have their, and I see this even when I was watching the first day, like, motherfuckers would be singing, or motherfuckers would get trophies, and motherfuckers would be putting the camera on an iPad member or an 80s member or a Zero Base 1 member. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? Just focus on the people that are winning, but there's not that culture anymore. You know, it's constant fan service, and it works because the numbers were there for them this year. So they don't want to see K-pop fans right again like last year. Yeah, because last year a bunch of, I think IVE won that song if I'm not mistaken. I think rightfully so. There was certain. Is it last year they won that song? I want to check very quickly. Winners, because I need to check because I don't really remember. But let's check on Wikipedia. So song. Okay. Amix. This is performance. I don't care about performances. Winners. So artist of the year was BTS. Crazy. I think 27 years a year they didn't deserve any. They didn't do jack shit. So how the fuck did they win artist of the year? Whatever. Love Die, which I don't agree with, but it's fine. Better than any of these shits. Proof was album of the year last year. This is fucking ridiculous. Proof was a premature repackaged. But I mean, out of these ones, probably Glitch Mode is the best one. Icon of the year means nothing. Male group BTS. So it's the same shit, really. You know, Hype, occasionally Pledis, and occasionally either JYP or SM. No. So yeah, Science Sugar best collaboration, guys. Of course. Yeah, Rasha was way much better. Somebody's much better. Ghosting was much better. Extraordinary Heroes, I mean, only because they were in JYP. I thought last year, specifically, Tempest was the group. Best Sniffy Mask, nobody could have won outside of IVE. Yeah, I mean, best music, Pink Venom. I mean, again, it was really the same shit, you know. But Let's Seraphim didn't win best. It's ridiculous, I agree. See, the appreciation deserve again. I didn't understand what Woozy said, because Woozy said, "Oh, people didn't believe in us because there were so many of us," and I'm thinking, and I'm like this motherfucker cannot be serious. He acts as if Super Junior didn't exist, as if X Original were 9, as if not there were much more. He's acting a lot of like if a lot of a girl generation famously like. These groups are not like 5 people groups. Like, yeah, you had an extra bunch of members, but it's not like K-pop fans were used to like 4-member groups. Like, I don't get that at all. Or maybe you could look at a trend and say that for the most part, the popular groups were smaller groups. Maybe, but there's no scientific fact about it. So it was weird for me the way he said it. And again, I'm fine with believing that, having the chip on your shoulder, but also be honest about it, in my opinion. So I agree with this. Best album is always the best album, which is a feminist together with Spice. So album. Origins Act and Charlie the Most, which is declared for best artist. This is the song that started the year. I disagree. I think Oh My God was the song of the year. So yeah, I mean, again, this was Mama for 2023. I think overall it wasn't really much of a disappointment. Obviously, when I release my awards at the end of the year, they'll be very, very different. But yeah, I mean, I think this is it for the video, for the best, sorry, not for the what Mama or the Mnet deems to be the best people who deserve to win these awards. And see you this week with a bunch of videos that are gonna come out. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.